Hello everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! In the state of Ohio. Just want to bring you my Simply Saturday video, which will be card number 49. So we've been doing this almost a year. Can you believe that? I can't, but we are here. It's been a fun adventure and we're just going to keep on going with it. So, but first, it wouldn't be right if I didn't do my job about Stampin' Up! Because they have a wonderful promotion right now, and I think it needs to be offered to anyone and everyone. And what that is if you place, if you want to join Stampin' Up! To be a hobbyist, to start a business, craft with friends, whatever, you can join right now till the end of the month for $35 in the U.S. and get $99 or $125 worth of stuff free. You will also get a free paper pumpkin kit and you have free shipping. So that's a great, great deal. That's $90 worth of free stuff plus your $35 that you're paying. And your sales tax. If your state has sales tax, you do have to pay your sales tax. You can also join if you have a lot on your wish list. You can join for $99 and get $189 worth of, or $180, $189, right around there. You can get that for free. It's $90. So anyway, so it's $189. Okay. So anyway, with that being said, you could do either way. I would love to help you with that because I want to grow my team, not join my team. I want to grow my team. I want to grow my customer base and all of that. So, and anyway, if you do have another demonstrator in that and you haven't been offered this, you should be, because it is a great, great deal. If you're going to order one bundle, just one bundle, they average $50. You might as well do $35 and get all the rest of the stuff for free. And you have 6 months to make your first quarter minimum, which is $300. That's $50 a month for the next 6 months is what you'd have to spend. That's what a lot of people spend in joining clubs and stuff. So, and you would get your 20% off on that, and then you still get all your stamping rewards. So that's 10% off of every order. Well, 10% not off of every order. It's 10% rewards that you get that you can build up and buy other stuff for free because you've built up these rewards. So just wanted to tell you all that. If you're interested in that, please let me know. You can get me through the videos. You can get me on my Facebook page, my Facebook group. You can email me. All of the stuff is on the site. You can go to my Stampin' online store, ritaholmes.stampinup.net. That's where you can join. That's where you can reach me. All of that kind of stuff. So I'm always available. Just wanted to let you know that. And I'm telling you, we're having a super simple card today because we're Simply Saturday. So, you know, we need to make these kind of more simple, but yet nice enough to send to people that we feel proud of. So I'm hoping that these cards are doing that for you. And today, of course, I'm doing Christmas cards right now because if you're going to send out Christmas cards, you need to be starting to work on those if you haven't already done it and got them done. I haven't started mine, so, but I have a lot that I've been showing, so I have all those cards. I could use those, but I have one of mine that I really want to make. So anyway, let's turn the camera down. We'll get started. Won't take us long, and I'll be making 2 cards, of course. Make sure you comment in the comments to see if, because I will be picking a winner for these. You can, of course, see this on whatever platform you're on. This goes on YouTube. It goes on my Facebook page, Stamp Crazy by Rita Holmes. It goes on my Stamp Crazy VIP page. So you got 3 different platforms you're watching. You can watch it from. And tell your friends, share the video. I would muchly appreciate it. Join all of those groups. Join my Stamp Crazy VIP group so you can get the PDFs. Join the, or not join, just follow the Facebook page, Stamp Crazy by Rita Holmes, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would help me on all 3 platforms. I'd so appreciate that. But now we're going to turn the camera down And it's going to be a quiet night because Moxie's not around. Oh, she is. She's down in her bed asleep. So let's hope she stays there. But anyway, if she doesn't, she'll come see you. So I'm going to flip the camera. There we go. Nice clean table. No Moxie. She's in her bed. I'm going to bring the camera down so we can see this a little bit. I might bring it down further, but I'm going to refresh my page over here. Turn the volume down, and let's see. Wait a minute. I'm going to turn this towards me just for a minute. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that, I'm trying to make sure that everything's up and working and doing its thing. So, here we are. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see the screen. There we go. I think we can see it okay. My thing is crooked. Everything's crooked, but, you know, what's a little crookedness, right? What's being a little crooked mean? So, hopefully I straightened it up a little bit. I don't know. Straight is not something in my book, usually. I'm not a very straight person. Well, that doesn't sound right. I just can't measure straight most of the time. But that's okay. Okay, here's our card. And it's our Simply Saturday card number 49. Just a Christmas card with some embossing, circles. And then I actually added a circle to the inside. So it's very simple. But we're going to make this card in 2 other ways with the circles. So you're going to see this way, and we're going to go to more. I did use the Soft Waves, if you can see this, embossing folder on the white piece. I'm sure you can tell that. I hope you can see all that. But I did use that one just to give the paper some texture. I used the Dreezy Dots, these little shiny things. I used those to pick up the gold that's in the paper. I did use that. I also used Old Olive ink on that one. We're also going to be using some real red ink. We're going traditional Christmas. I did take the ornamental Christmas and use the Merry Christmas out of that. So let's get started. I do have the embossing done, and I do have the cards cut. So here's one of them. I am using Traditions of Christmas, but sorry to say it is out right now. It will be coming back probably in 2 weeks, I think it is it's going to be back. So I've got some of it I need to use up. I didn't buy a lot of Christmas paper this year because I wasn't planning on using a lot. And then I decided to do this. So I'm using what I have. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're going to do one. These are 3 different papers out of the same set. So we're doing that. We're using the Spotlight on Nature dies. We're actually using, this die right here. This one right here, we're using that. That's for on the solid cardstocks, the solid color. Then we're using the second largest. This one are the other 2 circles, this circle and the patterned paper. And then the little smaller circle is, this one is our circle for the inside of the card. So that's what I have used, and evidently I'm dropping dies. I don't want to lose my dies, especially these, because I use these all the time. Get back in there. Okay, so now let's move on a little bit. I'll do this card first, and I'm using Old Olive, cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Just our regular card. We're going to do this one in a landscape orientation, which that will have my lines going a different way, but that is okay. And I am going to go ahead and glue these 2 together. These are cards you can cut out a bunch of circles and stuff, and you can do them in different orientations and placing the circles a different way makes them look different. That's always a good thing. So let's do this. And I love doing circle cards. I don't do them enough. Sometimes they intimidate me, I will say that. Okay, we've got that on good. Now let's put this onto the front of our card. We're just going to line that up on the front. Okay, and then on the inside, let's go ahead and get our inside done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to place this right here on my bottom half. And I can just see how I want that on there. And I think I'm going to do just a little bit. I'm going to just, I hope you can see this. Let me get this glob of dried glue off of there. That's nasty. So I'm just going to add some glue right here. And then I'll just to get it to adhere there. So I'm going to put this up as high as I can. Okay, so just going to rub that just a minute. Take my scissors and cut off the back. What you could do with these pieces, if you wanted to add like a little piece up, you could do like this little corner. You could take these as corner pieces and put on here in different spots if you wanted to, like so. And glue those on your card and you wouldn't have any waste. Just put those up there and you can have some different circles if you want that put on your card. You can most certainly glue those down. I just wanted to show you that it works that way. So let's put this on the inside. Then all we have to do is stamp our sentiment and finish the front. Told you they're fast. So I did this one that's going one way, and then we're going to do another one a different way. So let's, I just want to burnish that really well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my circles and I am going to put these, I think what I'm going to do here is put this like this and here, and then I want to stamp that and just put the same there. So I'm going to use, because I really want the real red to show up there since we have it here and here. And I just think I want to do real red this time, as soon as I find my stamp. I just had my stamp. I probably put it over here with all these other stamps. I did. I have another stack of stamps sitting there waiting for a video. So I'm just going to ink that up. And then I'm going to bring in my circle and stamp Merry Christmas. I love red and green for Christmas. Just traditional colors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on. Just going to put some glue on the back so it adhere nicely to my textured piece of paper. So I'm just going to glue that. Then I'm going to take this and glue this onto the front of the Old Olive cardstock, and it actually kind of covers up those holes a little bit, so it looks fine. And then I'm going to turn that over and add some dimensionals And you could do these with any kind of designer series paper, any of your printed papers. You could add this to. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Drizzy dots. That's what they're called. I'm going to use my bigger ones this time. So let's do that. I'm going to put one there. One up here. And one maybe right in there. So there's the card I made, the first one. Here's the second one. And now we're using the same DSP, you know. I'm just using a different paper and a different design from the paper packs. I got glue on my table. So now let's bring in this one. And this one is going to go in a landscape position. And here's my inside. So let's go ahead and do exactly what we did, but I think I'm going to put this one up in this corner. So I want to make sure I have that in the corners. This has a direct directional to these flowers right here. So I want to put that on. Got that on there pretty good. Without having to move it, which is good. So I'm going to cut that off. Don't you think these are easy? But like I said, you could do any kind of occasion card, you know, with whatever DSP you have. A good way to use some of it up, cutting circles. And I just used the stylish shaped circles and the Spotlight on Nature circles. You could use any circles you had. If you have scallop circles or, you know, just anything with a design on it, you could use any kind of circles you wanted. Or you can use just plain circles. That works too. So there's the inside of that card. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to use a gold base on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this on there. So I put some glue on the inside of that too because I want it to hold it down. You got to be careful of not getting glue on the outside of this. If it's on the foil paper, it just does not look good. It just gets kind of ugly when you do that. Whoa, don't go that far up. It is what it is. Get it straight up there, and then whatever lands down here, I'm good. So I'm going to turn that one over to rub it. So if I have glue on my fingers, I'm not getting it on my foil paper. So there we have that down, and I'm going to go ahead and put that onto my real red card base. I like the looks of these cards. You need to try them, and if you try them, put them on my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP. You're more than welcome. When you try something that you've seen my video of, you are more than welcome to post that card on my site to show me what you did with the design I did on my video. So, okay, what we are going to do here, we are going to mount this on this piece of paper, I think. Let's see what we want to do. If I want to do it like that, or if I want to do it like this. We already did something like that. But, or if I want to kind of do this. That takes my red away. Don't like that. Let's see if we do it this way. We can So what I'm going to do here, because Merry Christmas would not show, we're going to get out 'Tis the Season. It's a smaller. Put Merry Christmas up. Put 'Tis the Season on here, and then we will stamp that towards the top. And again, I'm going to use the red. Have a little bit of red. I'm not going to chance that on the edge there, because that's the edge I usually smash down. So let's try this again. Much better inking job. So let's take this and we're going to put it towards the top. "'Tis the Season." Okay, let's shut this before I get fingers in it. I'm very bad about doing that. So we are going to put this down first. So we're just adding some glue. I'm going to go right here. Then we're going to put this down. And I want to see how far down I need to go with that. And I'm going to put this one up just about right here. And I'm going to pop that one on with some dimensionals. So you'll have to tell me in the comments on whatever platform you're on. We'll call this card 1, card 2, and this will be card 3. And just put a 1, 2, or 3 in your comments and let me know which one you like the best. Because we have 3 different designs made with the same papers, same size circles, just a little bit of some different colors and stuff like that. So let's just put this one right here. Okay, now we're going to bring in the druzy dots again. And what I'm going to do is mix the sizes I use now. I'm going to do a large one here with a small one. Sure I am. If I can get him up here. Okay, and then I'm going to use another large one. And we're going to put it over here. So there is our, let's see if we can get them all in here in the camera. Yes, we can. I'm going to bring the camera down just a little bit more. And there you go. We have card 1, card 2, and card 3. So don't forget, when you watch this, you will want to put which card that you liked the best. Card 1, 2, or 3. So when you're making these cards, you can mix your circles up. That way you don't get bored with what you're doing. You know, you can mix them all up in different ways that you want to do them and stuff. So you just have at it with these cards. Have a good time. And I will be back on Tuesday morning on my Facebook page and group doing my Tuesday live video. Then I will get it up on YouTube as soon as I can. I've been doing live on YouTube, and I think I'm going to go back to pre-recording my YouTube. I tend to get, it tends to get seen more, is what I guess the best way to put it. So I think I'm going to go back to that and see how that goes. But anyway, I appreciate all of you that watch. I appreciate you supporting me and following me and whatever. and that. So I just want to say thank you to that. I will see you Tuesday. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but I have the whole weekend to figure that out, right? So with all that being said, be creative, be safe this weekend, and just have a good time at whatever you do. Just have fun this weekend, do something for yourself, and all of that. So I will see you hopefully on Tuesday. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.